Guys, here's why you don't take a normal-sized book and break it into 2 parts. It just becomes boring and every single person will find a way to cut 2 parts and make it one very long movie. It would have been worth it, but you know what? The studio's like, we need money.
This is the intro, bitch. So just watch my shit.
And that's what I'm talking about today, The Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 2. What is The Mockingjay Part 2? Well, guys, The Hunger Games is done. Like, this is the concluding chapter that's either going to make or break the series. Guys, everyone knows the final chapter is like the definitive thing that either makes or breaks the series. We all know this. So how does it stand? Well, there's honestly some good and bad. Let's list the bad first, because I love finishing on a good note. So in part 1, I actually said, like, cinematography is great. It's very well shot. The lighting was great. And that was honestly not the case here. Like, there were 1 or 2 scenes where the cinematography was, like, awesome. It was, like, great. But, like, now, it's really kind of shitty. Like, that's honestly the only way I can describe the cinematography in this one is shitty. The first half is honestly boring as shit. Like, it's maybe like the first hour and a half. Like, this, guys, this is not a short movie. This is a 2.5 hour movie. Like, it's a very long movie. And when your first hour and a half is boring as shit, that's kind of bad. That's not a good thing. And there were just some points where conversations would they just go on for like no fucking reason just to draw out the runtime, honestly. It's like when you're going to the mall and like you go up to this guy like you haven't seen in a couple of years, like you graduated with him and you're all like, hey man, how you doing? Like, oh shit, I haven't seen you since high school. Like, yeah, I'm doing this, you're doing that, great. So what else? No, the conversation should have ended. It doesn't need to go on. And that's what they're doing in this movie, just to draw out the runtime. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, the writers didn't have anything else to do, so like, oh hey, just talk about random shit. You don't need to draw it out. It doesn't need to be 2 fucking movies. I can honestly take each movie, cut an hour and a half, or maybe more out of each movie, and make it 1 3-hour movie. Guys, that'd be a long movie, but it would be well-deserved to be a very more cohesive movie. Let's all be honest here. In the books, everything is so much better, but guys, in the movies, Katniss is actually kind of a boring character. And don't flame me yet, just listen before you type your bullshit. We all want to root for her because she's Jennifer Lawrence. She's hot, she's clumsy, she's just like the rest of us, she makes mistakes, and she admits them, and she's very down to earth like that, and I like that. But because it's Jennifer Lawrence, we're all like, oh yeah, Katniss, do it. If you think about it, Katniss is kind of a boring character. She's kind of bland. I mean, if you really think about it, what is the great quality to Katniss? Okay, she has some courage. Great. What else? She's just a boring character, guys. I hate to burst your little fucking bubble, but that's what she is. She's boring. We go to like, maybe like the movie stealer, like the ending to the movie stealer, President Dickhead. He's President Snow. But guys, President Snow, as I've always stated in the books and the movies, he is 100% the epitome of dick. He is a total asshole, and I love him. Like, he never stops, dude. Like, even like to the end, like to what happens with him and his character, like he does not stop being a douche, and I love it. Like, I love characters like that when they know they're cornered and they know something's gonna happen to them, but they don't stop being who they are. I love it when that happens. The last half of this movie, like maybe the last hour and a half, is totally epic. It's action-packed. The effects are actually pretty well done, and you're white-knuckling it the whole time. I remember watching the scene with like the tar and it's coming after him. I was actually freaking out. That scene is actually very well done, and there's also a point where certain characters, like when they die, there's really no time to grasp it, like to grasp the fact that, oh shit, this person is dead. Just like in the books. I love it. It just keeps moving and moving and going, and it's great. But overall, this movie was kind of shitty. It's like your generic action movie that tried to be good. Guys, what did you think of The Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 2? Let me know in the comments below. And I will say that The Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 2 is good enough.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it was good. Yeah.
Hey everybody on YouTube, I have a Facebook page, I have a Twitter page, I have a Google Plus page that I never check, so go ahead and hit that shit. The Facebook page is, FlorkertaTV. The Twitter page is at FlorkertaTV. I'll put a thing like here so you can see it. The Google Plus page, You get it. Hit that shit, add me to your circle, hit that like button on Facebook, hit that subscribe button here on YouTube, do it all so you can stay up to date with my shit. What should I talk about next? Game, movie, show? Let me know in the comments below. You all got florked.